Hey everybody, it's Missy Wolf. We're back here at CRS50 with Paulina Jayne. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I love seeing your happy smiling face.
Oh, thank you so much.
I just got to say, when they came over today and said, can you interview? Yes, we can.
That's perfect.
We got to see you perform live last year during CMA Fest, I want to say it was,
That
right?
was so wild. You know, it was fun being at Piranhas. The environment was just awesome. And I think Kurt Chambers was there too, huh?
Yes.
Yes, we got to play together. So fun. And such a good time.
And everybody wanted you to stay on that stage and keep playing.
Oh, man.
I mean, I remember when you got off, everybody was like, oh my God, no, she's so good. She needs to be back there playing more.
Well, I'd love to come back anytime.
Right? I know. So let me ask you, what is it like to be opening for Chris Lane?
Oh, you know what? It's an honor. It really is. Just to be a part of anybody's show and to be able to have the honor and the privilege of warming up a stage for them, to get their crowd ready to rock and roll, like that is probably one of the best parts of what I get to do. And I'll be thankful when somebody someday opens for me too.
Exactly. But the thing is I think opening for artists, getting that experience, having those crowds and being able to that to me has got to be an amazing experience for any artist. I mean, just starting out.
You get to cut your teeth on that kind of stuff. There's just nothing like it. You know,
Absolutely.
It started, one of my very first shows that I ever played, I got to open for Sheryl Crow at an amphitheater. I mean, I practically fell off the stage. I was so nervous, you know. I think I was like 15 years old and I'm standing up there.
Gosh.
But it's those kind of situations, you sink or swim, and you learn to swim in the moment, right? So I'm very grateful for it. Very grateful for it.
I did hear a story earlier of another artist who had stepped out onto the catwalk past the monitors and he didn't have in-ears and he couldn't hear her anymore.
Oh, no.
So he was like, I quickly went right back to where I was. He was like, but the same thing, you sink or swim. And he was like, I quickly realized I needed to go right back.
Absolutely.
And so those learning experiences to build from that, I think that's just something you just can't replicate that. Like you just,
it's true.
It's in the moment. It's amazing. You never know what you're going to get, and then you grow from it. And it's been fun watching you and your journey.
Thank
you've had some fun stuff going on social media. And I'm going to get to your new music in a minute.
Sure.
But I have to ask, the whole Who Wore It Best with the funny faces. What inspired that, and where did those faces come from? Like,
you know what? I'm trying to think of what post this is. This is so funny. You know, all my social media and everything is just a whirlwind. It's so much fun to be able to post about stuff that gets people's attention, and people interact too. It's a blast. It's a total blast. Some of the people I've met here in the press area have literally just commented on my stuff before, and I'm like, hey, I know you.
Yeah, right.
So.
Well, you have some really fun stuff, and another one that I loved because I related to it so much was you had done a time-lapsed little video on Instagram where you were writing, and you were like, I didn't know how much I moved my head. Okay, I've watched playback videos of myself when I'm sitting in a spinny chair.
It's wild.
I cannot believe how much I move. So I related to that, and that was so funny for me to watch.
Funny. Oh my gosh, it cracks me up. It's social media is not forgiving, right?
No, it's not
forgiving.
Aren't you glad they didn't have social media when we were younger? Yes, Tommy behind the camera. I'm so glad. We didn't have any of that growing up. There were no cell phones in the early 90s, right?
Lucky
we didn't have to deal with any of that.
Lucky you guys, huh?
I know, because you guys can't get away with anything nowadays.
No, you can't. Somebody's Snapchatting it, you know?
Right,
Especially in Nashville. Everybody's got their phone now. They're ready to rock, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, because at any given moment, there's an embarrassing event that's taking place in someone's life. So,
and I'm probably in the middle of it. So it's just a sad reality.
Yes. So tell everybody about your brand new single that just came out.
Wow, I'm super excited because I got to work with an awesome producer and a set of musicians that were extraordinary. Mills Logan is his name. That's my producer. And Nick Buddha and Danny Rader and a guy named Charlie. I mean, just these extraordinary musicians who play for people like Keith Urban and Jewel and stuff, all played on my record for this song called Make the Moves. I wrote it with a girl whose name is Annalisa Rotella. She's an up-and-coming writer. I believe in her. And we write really well together. So we decided one day we wanted to put a song together that was just about letting the music make the moves.
Nice.
I mean, sometimes you just got to feel it in your soul, and you just got to let it pull those moves right out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it came out February 8th. It's available on all platforms. It's going to radio on the 18th.
I love it. I love it. So you guys at home, you got to download it. We're going to put links up for you, so there's no excuses. But so what else do you have coming up? What do you got going on, Miss Busy Girl?
Well, Friday is when I head up for the Chris Lane show.
Yes.
Then I come back Saturday to play here in town. And then right after that, let's see, what do I have coming up after that? Shoot, I try to take it day by day.
Right, right.
Right now, especially during this week, it's been pretty wild.
Well, with songwriting and pushing your new single and all of that, I mean, I know that you're busy and performing and all of that good stuff. So where can fans find you?
Definitely on my website, Paulina Jayne, JAYNE.com. I've got all my tour dates. I've got all my social media. I've got a little contact part. I love when people send little messages and stuff because it's fun to read them. And just keep in touch. It's my favorite part about all this.
All right. Well, you guys heard her, so keep in touch. Send her some love and a shout out from your family, your friends, and make sure you're sharing her pages with everybody you know because she's amazing. And if you haven't heard her live, you absolutely need to. She's so much fun on that stage. And until next time, guys, we'll see you soon.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning into our coverage of CRS50. Special thanks to the Cosmo Cowgirl for the fun wardrobe she provided. For more clothes, you can find them at facebook.com/thecosmocowgirl. You are going to love them. Be sure to check out facebook.com/centerstagemag every Monday at 4 p.m. Central for Center Stage Live at the 615 Hideaway, where we bring you live music and fun interviews. For more artist coverage, please check us out at centerstagemag.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media at the following links.